All right, so here's the truth. I'm just going to cut to the chase. You might be wasting your time on a lot of the things that you're doing for uploading your videos. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of tools out there that are giving us like 15 or 20 things that we have to do in order to be optimized for YouTube. Well, I'm here to tell you, after doing this for 15 plus years, a lot's changed. All right. And some of those tools are still using what was happening 5 years ago. Some of these things don't matter, but there's also some new things that do matter. And I'm going to share that with you. There's a video that we posted here on this channel last year that I tested a couple of things. One thing was insane because a lot of people still think you have to check this box. All right. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to share with you the upload process, all of the settings that we're using, some of the ones we are not using anymore. So this way here, when you upload your video, you know exactly what you should be focusing on, but also not getting confused or overwhelmed with a tool that says you have to do all of these things. All right. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't, and you can cut the time down probably in half. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the computer. I'm going to share with you the video that actually gave me the aha that some of these things just don't matter. So what do you say? Let's dig in. All right. So to walk you through this process, I did want to use the video that actually turned that light bulb on for us. All right. And this video got 89,400 views, 5,100 watch time hours, 2,600 subscribers, and just over $900 in estimated revenue. And it's still getting views. Still getting views every single day. All right. So do some of these settings matter? Doesn't seem so, because some of these we didn't use, or we just let them be. We didn't really do anything with them. So let me walk you through it. All right. So the very first thing, and this is super important too, I think for everyone to realize before we even get into uploading our video, this right here, the most important part of this video is that thing right there, the title. And if we don't have our title right, if we don't have a good title that's going to do the work, it's not going to matter. This is probably the most important piece. This is also something that I realized on my bigger channel that's over 100,000 subscribers. But that channel, I switched and started to just focus on creating titles that had a great hook that also signaled to the algorithm that there was an audience I was looking for. And in this case, for this channel, it's YouTube stuff, right? It's like you're watching this because you want to learn more about YouTube. So I have YouTube in the title. I have increased views because that's what you want. And then I have here turn on. So you want to know what to turn on. So there's some curiosity baked in here. Now, we are all about, I say we, my son and I are running this channel. He's the title ninja, as he likes to be called, because other people have called him that because he's pretty damn good at it. But that right there, if you don't have this, you might as well not even upload the video. Okay. So if you struggle with titles, we do have a swipe file that we'd be more than willing to give you. It's 10 titles that we've used over the years. We continue to use them and modify them, and we put it into a swipe file. You can download it. Just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy. Once again, just put hooks in the comments. I'll send you a copy, and we give you different examples in different niches. So you're not just like looking at it from our perspective. So anyway, huge, really, really important. All right. Now the description, let's move on to that, because a lot of people think, oh, you got to have this wordy description and you got to have, and I thought that, I really did. And the truth is it don't matter, because now YouTube is actually taking your video and transcribing it and then reading it themselves. And I say themselves, the AI, and then it's going to pick out different parts of the video that is going to pertain to certain audiences. So if you're talking about that topic, it's not going to matter if you put anything extra in your description. So what we've done is we are putting in this right here. This is our 100K roadmap, and you can go in the description and grab that if you want to. But that there is something that we want to give away as our free giveaway. It's like we give that to give you value. You also give us your email address so we can then build a deeper relationship. And part of that strategy is all into the 100K roadmap. And then in this particular video, I did mention an additional video. So I just dropped that link in there. And then I just basically said, if you're interested in the equipment we use, I'll drop that below. So these are affiliate links. And then down here, some other tools that we use. And that's it. Now, I did put hashtags down here. I don't necessarily know if that matters, but the way I look at it is it's not going to hurt anything. Doesn't take a lot of time. So I'm just going to throw them in there. All right. Now, moving on. This right here, see how it says test? This ran a test, okay? Or we ran a test, I should say. This is something that they turned on this year for all of us creators. It was in like beta for a long time, and then they rolled it out to all of us. This here is critical. And this is one thing that has really allowed us to get an understanding on what gets better clicks. If you get better clicks, you get more views, right? So let me show you the actual test, and I'll show you the one that won, the thumbnail that is. So if I go ahead and view the test, 53.2%. This is the winner. So turn this on one. This one here with no text didn't win. All right. So now I could either run a new test or I can just say done and let it run with the winner. And that's what we've done here. If you're not doing split tests, you really need to. And all you do to turn that on is just go in here, upload your video, and then you're going to click on this and you're going to see an area where it says test and compare. All right. And then you're going to turn that on. You're going to add one extra image, or you can add up to 3. I personally think 2 is enough. If you do 3 and you don't have a lot of impressions, it's going to have to divide up those 3 amongst the lower count of impressions. So I would start with 2. All right. Moving on. Playlists. We do it because we feel like let's just organize the content. So we'll just go in here and we'll say, okay, who's it going to go to as far as our playlist? We have one for new content creators, over 40 YouTube creators, Gen X YouTubers. That's who it's for this one. So we have the playlist selected. All right. Now down here, is this made for kids? We say, no, it's not made for kids because we don't want it to go out to just kid-friendly content. All right. So we do that. So right here, it's no, it's not made for kids. Age restrictions in advance. We don't do anything there. Paid promotion. There's no paid promotion in there. No one paid us to put an ad in there. So we don't select that. Altered content. Do any of the following describe your content? We say no. Okay. Automatic chapters. We leave that on. Featured places. Allow automatic places. Allow automatic concepts. Now here's a big one. A lot of people think, oh, you got to have tags. We tested this because we were using tags. And as of right now, we are not using tags. The crazy thing is, the minute we stopped using tags, it seemed like our views went up. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but what I would say is, and this is my theory anyway, is if I put in tags, it might limit to who it goes out to. Or maybe it just doesn't matter and YouTube really doesn't look at them. So why waste the time? So I just stopped putting them in as a test, and now we're not even using tags. Again, test it for yourself. If you want to put tags in, go for it. I don't think it's going to hurt anything, but it's just one extra step that we're not doing now. And then keep going down here. Language, all this stuff we just leave. We don't touch any of this. Allow embedding. Yes, we leave that because if people want to embed it in their website and give us more traffic, sure, go for it. Shorts remixing, allow video and auto remixing. We just leave that. That was already preset. Category, how-to style. That's what we choose for our niche. Comments and ratings, we leave ours on. We know there's some creators out there that basically what they'll do is they have every single comment come in and then they'll have to review it because they don't want any negative comments. We don't care about that. Why? Because we feel like we got really good content. And if you want to put something negative in there, by all means, put it in there. And we want to show people that we're not just filtering out the good. All right. So that's what we're doing there. So sort by top, we leave that all checked. We don't do anything with that. And then you can always turn on add a fundraiser. We leave that alone. All right. So that is everything in the details. All right. That's everything in the details. Now, what else are we doing? We are adding the end screen. So if we go over here, we're going to go to a few other settings. Now the end screen, you just click on this, go in here. And then what we do is we always go here to select another video. So what you do is you go element, video, and then here would be another one if I was going to do this. And then what I would do is it says most recent upload, best for viewer, or choose specific video. I'm going to choose specific video. It's going to go into my library. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to go ahead and search for one if I want to, or I can pick one here that I think makes sense, right? So that's it. That's how you do that. I'm going to delete that one because I don't want that in there. I'm going to discard the changes. And then the other thing you can do is you can add a card in there. We don't necessarily do that all the time. Occasionally we will, but for the most part, we just leave that alone. And that's pretty much it. That is everything. And then what we're going to do is just continue to say save and upload. Now, there is one other thing that we do. I should say, if you are monetized, if you have monetization turned on, if we go into monetization, we are going to obviously make sure it's turned on. If we want to review the placement, we can go here and then we can see where they're suggesting that we place ads. We're going to just leave this alone right now. But this is another tip. We always make our videos at least 8 minutes long because that allows the mid-roll ad to be placed. Now, another theory that we have is YouTube wants to make more money, right? Of course. So if we have a video that has more chances for YouTube to make money, don't you think that YouTube might want to push that a little bit more? Maybe. Again, that's a theory of mine, but I do believe that if you give YouTube more opportunities to make more money on your video, there's a good chance they might push it more. Now, again, you have to be monetized in order to see this. If you don't, you won't be able to see that or turn that on. All right. Now, there's another big mistake that I see a lot of small channels making, and it's not their fault because there's been a lot of experts or even tools saying that we should do this. And that is sharing your videos with other people. Well, I actually shot a video right here that shares with you exactly why you should not be sharing your videos, at least for the first 7 days. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.